wives. One more woman in Kody's life. Notice how even the title is all about Kody. It's all about Kody, no one else. Season 6, episode 7, Sister Wives. Let's see, it's about moving again. Man, this season just drags on. Aspen and McKelty are moving out into an apartment, and in their place, Grandma Annie is moving in with Christine, who is her mom. So it's this whole big thing about Annie was happy as a kid. She got married at 17. She was the first wife, and then 11 years later, they're like, you need a second wife, and he married a second wife, and everything went to hell, essentially, and she eventually left.
Seems like an awful long time to wait for another wife.
I'm guessing...
From what I understand of that culture, which is not much.
Right. I'm guessing it was... Well, I guess in their religion, you have to have multiple wives to get to heaven, which... Well, I mean,
Well, before they changed it, you mean?
Well, I mean, the thing is,
was that before or after they were not letting blacks in?
That is, I don't know when Mormonism split into fundamental and non-fundamental, so you're just saying words right now. Anyway.
The blacks couldn't get to heaven before the 1980s in that religion.
In Mormonism.
Yes.
Anyway, but they're not Mormons, they're fundamentalists, so they consider it an important distinction. John, can we get back to the episode at hand?
Clearly the wives are a distinction.
Okay.
Multiple wives.
So she left, which she said was really unusual, but I just read a cracked article about someone else who left. So, and the kids were kind of split between her and her husband, and I guess that whole fallout didn't affect Christine, because Christine's always wanted to be wife number 3. Not 1, because she didn't want to be alone with a man. Not 2, because she didn't want to wedge the couple apart. But 3, because it would bring balance to the family, which is why I'm pretty sure that she really didn't want a 4th wife. She saw her as being enough now that everything was balanced. Anyway, what was weird to me, though, is they talk about how they had this big riff with Grandma Annie, that Annie was part of a support group, and then the support group got really vicious. And the thing is, they were saying how, like, they were making accusations of child endangerment and all this. And he's like, that is not true. But that happens a lot in Utah. So I kind of felt, he didn't make his distinction real clear, because that does happen. So, but anyway, so they cut off Grandma Annie, and then 9 months later found out that she had nothing to do with that. And I thought, wow, what an awful example of communication within a family, that you would cut off your mother.
Without even knowing. Without
even knowing for sure what was going on, just making assumptions. And it was sort of meant to be like, they painted it this incredibly traumatic thing for Kody and Christine. And I'm like, and in the end they were wrong. So I was kind of like, the dog's falling around downstairs. He's probably eating my food. Anyway, so they're going to move her in, and it's all about Kody. But I like Annie. I think she'll be a nice addition, and yeah, that's about it. Did you want to add anything?
Yeah.
Kind of a slow episode. Not a lot happened.